What is going on, guys? This is Knasty 3890 here. Welcome back to another episode of the Moneyball franchise, episode 15. We are going into the offseason 2024-2025. This episode, I think I'll do the offseason and all of next regular season as well. Give it to you both this Saturday. And so last year we won 83-79 games. Now with this franchise, if you are new, just a quick little recap. We can't spend more than $25 million on the team. Now we're going to have a new catcher, a new left fielder, probably a new second baseman, maybe a new first baseman. Tyon's a free agent. Honeywell's up for arbitration. We're in some deep doo-doo. But we're going to have to rebuild this team and see how we do. So let's go to the offseason, see if anyone retired. Highly unlikely on our team. Tyler Alexander. Okay, I'm not missing too much there. Votto makes a Hall of Fame. Makes sense to me. All right, exclusive free agent. So Tyon's obviously going to get a $30 million contract with our team only able to spend $25 million. I'm going to get the qualifying offer, get the draft pick. Jeff McNeil had a pretty good year, not a great year, 281 average, 16 home runs, 348 on base, 426 slugging, OPS of 775. His WAR was 2.7. How much does he want a year? 8.5. I'm going to give him a qualifying offer, see if I can get that draft pick. And is it Narvaez? I was calling him Navarez, but you guys are telling me that's wrong. He was not that good. He wants $5 million. I won't even give him a qualifying offer because I think he would accept it. So we are going to have to get some new players there. So let's see what happens. So let's go to arbitration. This is where it can get kind of painful. Suzuki is one of the best closers in baseball. A 1.11 ERA last year with a .77 whip. How much does he want a year? 4.9. I'm probably going to have to trade him. Let's do a 3-year at 4.9, but let's backload it, and maybe we can afford him next year. Franchi Cordero now is a 90 overall. Had a pretty good year. 24 home runs, 295 average, 379 OPS, or on base percentage, OPS of 870. His wins above the plate was 3. Not a great defensive player, but a good hitter. But he wants 4.8 over 2 years. He's going to probably have to be gone too. I mean, we're going to get a lot of players back. We got to be good on. We have to do these trades well. Schwindel, who we got at the trade deadline, ended up hitting .318 with 36 home runs. He wants $3.1 million for the next 2 years. I think we can do that. I'm going to backload it, so we'll pay a little bit more in 2 years, but next year won't be as much. Jimmy Cordero out of the bullpen, he had a 4.25 ERA. I don't want to overpay for him. I'll just sign him, but for 2.2, that's too much. Also, I got to offer these guys arbitration in case they don't accept our deals. But I will be able to get a lot of talent back. We just got to find the cheap, right talent. That's the big thing. Reyna, who has been pretty good last year, did struggle a little bit. How much does he want for a contract? 4.2. It's a little pricey. I will do the 4.2 for 3 years, but then I'll backload it. And then we got Kita, who hasn't been as good. His ERA last year was 4.48. He should be cheaper. 3.7. That's still too expensive. Same with this guy. We're probably gonna trade most of these guys. We'll see what our money situation's like. But Kita, definitely. Let's take a look at tender contracts now. We got Alec Baum, who we got in a trade. Ended up paying $281 with 19 home runs. I can give him a 5-year deal for 3.2. Let's do that. Let's backload. We're paying him more now. We are going to overpay for him the next 2 years, but then we get him for 3 years of arbitration. And we'll keep him. And Alec Baum looks really good. So I'm going to do it. Brent Honeywell is 29 years old. His contract's renewable. So we'll give him a cheap 1-year deal. And we'll get him. Now I am paying more for Alec Baum, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. If I can get him for all those arbitration years. Brandon Moran had a pretty good year. 17 home runs, 19 stolen bases, plays elite defense. He's 23. Could I get him for a long 5 years at 2.7? I don't know if I want to lock into him because I don't know if he's going to be a superstar. I feel like Alec Baum will be a superstar. So with Moran, I'm just going to give him that super cheap 2-year deal. Simon Moon, I will sign him. He'll be in the rotation next year. Almanzar will definitely be in the bullpen. Let's see. I can give him a 3-year cheap deal. It's a problem when you fall in love with a player or you like a player and you can't afford him, you got to get rid of him. But it's kind of realistic for these small market teams. But I don't know if there's anyone else we really have to focus on. John Graham is a closer. He's 31 years old. Pitched 29 innings. Wasn't that great. If I can get him, keep him super cheap, which I can for 3 years, that's not bad. Worst case, he's just a depth guy, but making $66,000 as a guy. Sean Lincoln had a great rookie year. I think he got, what, Rookie of the Year? 46 stolen bases, 21 home runs. I don't know if he's going to be a superstar. So I don't, unless that 5-year deal is super cheap. And it is super cheap. 5 years at $2 million. I'll do that. And he's not going to be a platoon. He's an everyday player. I think that's a very good contract. And I think the rest of these guys, I'll just sign them. And then we'll move on with the offseason, see what happens with our free agents, and then we have to make a lot of tough decisions. All right, so made those offers. Now we do have some guys we could lose to the 40-man Rule 5 draft. To the Rule 5 draft, we have to add them to the 40-man. So there's Rosas and a couple right fielders. So let's take care of those and see what else is available. So there's Curtis, who I like, as I think he could maybe play for us next year. Good defense, good durability, good speed, can hit. Danny Curtis, I think he has a good chance of being on the team next year. The other guy was McGahee, who has some power. Probably not ready yet, but obviously add him to the 40-man. There's a third baseman, Rosas, who can play first. I'll add him. He improved a ton last year. Just looking at that. +9 contact versus left. But Baum is our third baseman of the future. There is the closer, Hernandez, is the only guy I want to add. So let's add him. I think that's it. Mesa is a C potential. He's 23 years old, 77. I want to add him. Great hits per nine. He actually might be in the rotation next year. So let's see what happens. So first things first. We want to see what happens with Tyon. We want to see what happens with Jeff McNeil. So Walker Buehler's a White Sox. Just no one go to the American League West. Soto's a Tiger. Soraka's a Marin. Okay. Glaber's a Dodger. Newcomb is a Met. Tyler O'Neill's a Blue Jay. Justin Anderson's a White Sox. Romero's a Ray. Danny Jansen's a Tiger. Tyon has... he doesn't have an offer yet. What about... neither does McNeil. McNeil might accept the qualifying offer, then we'll have to trade him. Austin Riley's a National. Biggio's a Blue Jay. Going back to the Blue Jays. Gurriel's a National. McNeil excited to accept. So we'll trade him. It's worth a shot. Chris Paddock is a Brave. So let's go to the end of the offseason. We'll go to the Rule 5 draft. See if we can maybe find someone there. And then we'll go to the end of this offseason. That's when we'll make all our moves. All right, we are at the draft. And just an FYI, Tyon just signed with the Braves. So we have the 20th pick. We're going to have the 20th pick in the Rule 4 draft. Torrey Beal, do we have him in this franchise? No, we had him in a different franchise. Well, he just got picked. Jojo Romero. I kind of like him. He's a lefty. $80,000 contract for a starter. There's Sam Carlson. $80,000 for him. There's a couple stars. And right now we have Weathers, Honeywell, Renya, Kita, Moon. But Renya and Kita I'll probably move on from. Maybe even Honeywell. No, Honeywell's only making $600,000. So our bullpen we can probably get. So let me get. I'm just looking at their per nines. I'm gonna go with JoJo. Because he's a lefty. And Carlson got taken. Damn it. I was going to get him as well. But, you know what? We got a starter out of it. We don't have any more spots. So we couldn't even get both. But we got a starter, which will... And he's only going to be $80,000. He's very controllable. So let's keep going to the end. Oh, the Yankees are interested in a trade. Schwindel for Kevin McCarthy. 89 overall. Wow. Really good reliever. $2.8 million is a little pricey. And Raul Alcantara... 32 years old, 8 potential. Nah, I'm good. Not for Schwindel. For $3.1 million, I think that's a very good deal. Let's just go to the end of the offseason. Castellanos is a Dodger. There's a lot of free agents. Trevor Richards, Stroman. Red Sox interest in trade. Moran and Almanzar for $24 million. We can't even afford... that would literally be our whole payroll if we took Conforto's $24.7 million contract. Paul DeYoung's going back to the Cardinals. Let's go to the day before. J.P. Crawford's a red. Polanco's a red. All right, so now we got our... Let's see what our budget is. 52 million, but that includes Jeff McNeil's $19 million. Franchi's going to get traded. Suzuki, I hope to keep. Renya and Kita will be gone. Cordero will be gone. So let's see what we need. So our rotation right now is Weathers, Honeywell, Moon, Romero. I could go with Mesa. I'm going to go with Mesa. I think he's going to be really good. So let's do that. Let's add Moon. Let's add him to the 40-man, which is actually full. So relievers, Hunter Wood is an 88 overall, making 400,000. Cordero's gonna get traded. I think we want a big time catcher. We're gonna need a second baseman and an outfield. Because I think Lincoln was our DH last year, or who was our DH last year? I don't know, but maybe Franchi was our DH. But I want a big time power bat in the outfield. So let's go find it. And we need a second baseman. Pablo Reyes. Oh, we had him already. I was going to say, it looked halfway decent. Ben Gamble, no thank you. All right. Probably Zimmer, way too much. Naquin, way too much. Jesus Sanchez, $4.8 million. Andrew Toles, we had him. McCarthy, wow, he's 25 years old, potential 85 overall. This would be technically a rental for us because he's up for arbitration next year. Not a ton of power. I'm kind of looking for a little bit more pop. But I would maybe go after him. Vasquez, good defense. Palka has power. He could be our DH. $2.9 million. So if we put in Jeff McNeil, they can't do it because of money. But Franchi, they would do it straight up, and I can probably get some prospects back. Not like we need more, but I always want more. Who's our catcher? Okay, their catchers are making too much. Do they have any cheap relievers? They don't. Maybe get some good young starters. I'll take Albert Brewer as a prospect. Fritz Matheson. Tamaguchi. I'll just do it. Taguchi, not Tamaguchi, but I'll take him. Whatever, we get rid of Franchi. We get Palka some power and a couple of prospects. We do need to trade Jeff McNeil. So let's just get rid of that Albatross contract. And if I can just get a minor leaguer back. I'm looking. We can get a potential third baseman from McNeil. I'll do that. Brett Wiley. He's 21 years old, 56 overall, so not like ideal on those ends, but let's see what his potential is. It is 94. So now what is our budget looking like? 32. So if we get rid of Reina and Kita and Cordero, we should be good. So you can find. So we need a second baseman. I could go with Benji, but I think one more year in the minors would do him. He is 25. It's not like he's young, but I think one more year in the minors wouldn't be the worst thing. So we can find a good, cheap second baseman. Or even like $1 million or $2 million. I think we could spend like $1 million or $2 million. And if he struggles, Dilson Herrera. I would like to find some power, though, at second. That's really... I know that's so hard to find. But we just need more power on this team. I feel like that is what's killing us. Harold Castro, I think we already had him. No, we didn't have him in this. Good defense can hit. We didn't really hit. Magritte does not have power. You know that. Biggio got paid. Will Maddox now. I might look at... take a look at shortstops and then see if they have a secondary position of second base. Jazz can play second. He hit 23 home runs, but he didn't do a whole lot else. And he's making 1.1. It says it would be a rental, so let's keep looking. I mean, if I have to go with Benji, I'll go with him. I just want a little bit more power. Ronnie Mauricio can play second. Oh, he is going to be expensive. I'll give up Ben German. And that moves the needle a ton. Well, let's see if I don't need to give him up. Because we're going to trade Jimmy Cordero, Reina, and Kita. Oh, they'll do the deal. I give up all three of them now. The thing is, Reina and Kita are both 23 years old. Reina has a career area of 381, but I don't know. I feel like that's a little too pricey for them. We do that. We get Ronnie Mauricio. And our shortstop is currently Garcia, who can also play second. So we'll put one of them there. But he's an 85 overall, making $100,000 next year. And his contract is renewable the year after that. So we get him for 2 years. That saves us $9 million. And what is our budget looking like now? We're at $22 million. We still need to get a catcher. But we can afford Suzuki, Schwindel. We're in a good spot. So let's go find a catcher. We can spend $3 million. Maybe 4. Maybe even 5. Just we have to take on some contracts back. Andrew Kinser. I'd like to find a guy who is locked up to like a friendly contract. I just don't know if Amaya's the guy, and he would be a good starter for any trade. I would like I said, if I could find power at catcher, That would be awesome. How about Josh Burrow? No, not much power there. Kyrie Ruiz is making $8 million. Joey Bart. Ooh, salary of $1.2 million for this year and next year. That's exactly what we need. So Amaya, they like Amaya a lot. They also want shortstops. Well, we got him. Kevin Merrill, they like him. Gavin Lux, and they do it. There we go. And we got Joey freaking Bart. So now let's take a look at the team. We got Weathers, Honeywell, Moon. So add him to the 40-man. Add to the majors. JoJo and Mesa. The starters, even though their overalls aren't crazy good, I think they'll be all right. We have a lot of B potentials too in the system. Relievers, Hunter Wood, Joe Harvey, maybe. Hollis is still in there. And we got Almanzar. Let's add him to the major league team. Bullpen should be pretty solid. Maybe get one more guy. Maybe get it. Actually, Rodolfo Duran could be a good backup catcher. Let's add him to the major league team. First base is Schwindel. Second base is going to be either Mauricio Garcia. Third base is Baum. Outfield and DH. So Palka, Moran, Carlson, and Lincoln. And probably Palka will be our DH. And there's some power there. So let's see if we can maybe get another reliever. And our budget is right now at 23. We can add $2 million. So let's see if we can find a really good, young, controllable reliever. Let's take a look at closers. And see if there's anything that kind of gets me thinking about going after a guy. So far I haven't seen anything crazy good yet. Donnie Hart, who's a lefty, pitched pretty well last year. $1.9 million. If I gave up... Munoz, actually, I think pitched all right. Let's see if we can find something better than that. I don't need a reliever. I might just hang on to the money and know that we have it during the season. If I can find a really good reliever, I'll do it. Ooh. Okay. Stephen Tarpley. Never heard of the guy. He's a lefty. He's 32 years old. Look at this contract he has. Very team-friendly. Last year he pitched great. They want shortstop, catcher, and first baseman. Well, we have some first basemen. Serge, actually, I like Villegas because he has some power. I like James because he also has power. And Ibarra is pretty good, but I could trade Ibarra. Oh, well, let's see. Jerry Boone is also some power, but they don't love him. What about Sheldon Noisy? Let's see. McGregor, too. Man, he could be on this. We have some outfielders. Because I already forgot about Danny Curtis. I was going to use him, but obviously he's not going to play now because we have our outfield. And we have Pena, too. So we have a boatload of outfielders. McGahee, they like him quite a bit. I'm not going to trade Alfonso. Newton Paris. Okay, we can get this done. And then I'll throw in... who can I throw in? Just throwing a starter who I'm not too high on. 24 years old, B potential. There we go. And we get Tarpley, and that's going to cost us about $1 million. And our budget should be around 24, and is at 24. This is a damn good team. I like this team now. So let's go to spring training. Make sure our renewed contracts are good. It is. And, yeah. Let's take a look at contract extensions. Could we maybe extend one? Now, Hunter Wood. How much would he cost? Ooh. $800,000 for 3 years? Let's do that. I think that's a pretty good chance. Mauricio, we know next year's is contract renewable, so I'm not going to do that. Palka probably will cost too much. Yeah, 7.3. Carlson, who's been pretty good. Oh, 3 years at 1.5 million. Oh, I have to do that. That buys up arbitration years too. There we go. Munoz, I'm not going to extend him yet. That's pretty good, though. I'm happy with that. Now we have... Where is he? We have 19 million locked up to next year's team. And 15, then 9, then 6. Where is... Let's actually sort by this. So next year... Carlson's making $80,000 this year, but then 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and then he's a free agent. So that's pretty good. 1.4. Wow, we are in a good spot. Very good spot. All right, let's go to the regular season. Let me build up the lineup and the rotation. Let's get into the season, see how we do. All right, so here's the lineup. Actually, I like it now. Sean Lincoln leading off. Dylan Carlson bat second. Schwindel, Palka, Baum, Bart, Mauricio, Moran. Garcia is our second baseman. He can play short. He's a shortstop, can play second and third. Bench, we got Ibarra, Duran, Benji, and Rosas. No, I don't think we have a backup outfielder, but Lincoln is an outfielder. Palka is an outfielder now. Lincoln is... They're both pretty bad in defense, but he has a good arm as Palka. So that should be fine. And then pitching, we got Weathers, Honeywell, Simon Moon, Jojo Romero, and Angel Mesa. I made Simeon Richardson a reliever because he only has 63 stamina. He'll be our long man. We have Almanzar, Busher, Tarpley, Wood, Munoz, and then Suzuki. So we have a lot of lefties in this bullpen and in the rotation. Let's take a look at what we're ranked at. The Mariners are 9th. We're Astros are 11th. We're 26th? Really? Angels are 20th. The Rangers are 18th. Probably the pitching. Top prospects. We should have some good ones. Benji is at 26, excuse me. Pena is at 7. We have guys who probably won't show up on this, who I like a lot. German's at 16. Moon is at 19 now in the majors. Escobar is at 23. Lewis Red is at 32. That 8 potential. Almanzar, who's in the bullpen now, in the majors at 42. Brett Wiley, we got in trades at 46. And the crazy thing is that doesn't include some really good players. Like, it doesn't include Danny Curtis, who looks really good. It doesn't include, where is he? Benny McGregor, who looks really good. Who's probably a DH, who might be a DH for us later this year. Palka either struggles or next year when he's a free agent. I'll probably go with McGregor. That also doesn't include guys like Rosas, who's down in the majors, who has a B potential. Doesn't include guys like Villegas, who has great power. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how we do. So let's get into the season. This will be a longer episode, guys, for you. Oh, let's make sure our scouts are the best. We are getting at least one extra draft pick. We can improve the international. So we'll do that. So hopefully we have a good year. We've been off to terrible starts, and we lost the first 2 games. And I feel like we always start off bad, and we get hot in like May to June. And right now we're 7-16. But I think our rotation, it's young, but I think the rotation should be pretty good. Now we're almost at 500. We are now above 500. Philly's interested in trade. We trade Mauricio. We get Maiza, who's making $8 million for a reliever, and Medina, a starter, who looks pretty good, 88 overall. But Mauricio's really good, even it's probably struggling. 263 and 9 home runs, but that's not bad. Garcia is struggling mightily. Jeez. I might just move Garcia. How's Benji doing in the minors? Where is he? Is he in Double-A? Pena's not doing well. German's not doing great. Where's Benji? Not Benji. Oh, what's his name? It is Burrito. Where the heck is he? He's on an A-ball. Where the heck is he? Oh, he's in the majors. I might just freaking move on from Garcia. How's the Major League team doing? So Lincoln's struggled. Carlson's kind of struggled. Schwindel's been good. Palka's been good. Baum has been good. Bart's hasn't played great. Mauricio, Moran struggled, and Garcia. I'm going to just put in Benji. And I am going to probably trade Garcia. How's our pitching doing? Weathers has been good. Honeywell's been all right. Moon's been really good. Romero's been amazing at the Rule 5 pick. And Mesa's been really good. Richardson's been awful as a long man. Bullpen has been hit or miss. Let's go. Let's do this. What can I get in terms of prospects for Garcia? I can probably get a lot. Pausing? All right. 2 A's, a left fielder, shortstop, and a starter. Nathan Nesbitt, a second baseman, and a starter who's an 81 overall, and a catching prospect who's a B. Let's take a look at these guys. The Diamondbacks offered a pretty good package. So this catcher, McKinley's 19 years old, B potential. Jack of all trades, master of none. His potential is going down this year. The second baseman, Nesbitt, is a potential. He's a project. But then Blake Walston is 81 overall, 24 years old. Promising. I might make him a reliever with that stamina and have him be a long man. And he's a lefty. I'll do that. We get a catching prospect, we get a second baseman, and we get a guy who can play right now. And they're cheap. So we'll do that. I'm going to send down Richardson because he's been awful. So where is Richardson? Go back to the minors unless he doesn't have options. He does. I'm going to change Walston's position with that 72 stamina. I'm just looking at other guys on our... Yeah, that's kind of high enough to be a starter, but I'm just going to make him a reliever. I think he might dominate. We've had other guys like Yamamoto in our Draft to Glory franchise dominate with stuff like that. We can add a player. I'm going to probably add an outfielder. Not McGregor. I want him to continue to dominate in the minors. Sky Bolt. Do you have any speed? This guy has 96 speed, but he's terrible at everything else. Danny Curtis is dominating the minors, which I love. Keep getting better. Hurley's struggling. But he does have some speed. And he can play defense. So I'm going to call up Hurley, just because he's one on the 40-man, so I don't have to add anyone to it, and gives us that speed. So let's just put Walston there and see how the rest of this team does. We're only a game out of first, so we're in a pretty good spot. And I was wrong about I should have got... Yeah, I made a mistake on that trade, taking Garcia. He's been terrible. All right, we're at the draft. We're 32-32, only a half game out of first. Very weak division. 3 out of the wild cards. This is a chance we can maybe do something. So let's do the draft. We have the 20th pick in round 1. Competitive balance round A. We got 3 picks here. The 4th, 11th, and 12th. Round 2, we have the 10th pick. Compensatory round, we have 2 picks there. 2 more picks in competitive balance B. Holy cow. We need to do well in this draft. So we'll probably suck. We don't have any high picks, but we have a lot of picks. Rafael Pena, another Pena versus Pena project. But I kind of like him. He's only 19. I might take him. There's a starter who's only 18. Looks pretty good. Oh, there's so many options. I might have to take this dude. Holy bat. Tristan Kincaid. 75 on the overall scale. 80 potential. He's 22. Could be ready very soon. Holy shit. That's a bat. A second baseman. That third baseman looks so freaking good. There's a second baseman. Injury risk high. That hurts. I'm taking that third baseman. I got to take him. 80 contact, maybe 75 and 80 power, 70, 75 discipline, 65 fielding. Average. I mean, he could be he's probably not going to have the highest potential, but even if he has like a low B, I'm super pumped about that pick. Here's a second baseman. Good power for right. There was a starter who was like 18. Yeah, this dude right here. I'm going to take him, Escobar. I know we have a lot of starters, but we just end up trading them if we need to. Just get good talent. We'll find a taker for them. Let's see. That's it for the 80s. There's a lot of them that we've scouted, so that's good. Great walks per 9 on Leon, so we'll take him. We have another pick here. There's a shortstop who's 25. I don't really love that. I'll take the second baseman, Trey Hand. We're going to have a pick again soon. All right. A closer. Maybe. A starter. He looks good. Weathers. Maybe he's Ryan's brother, Ethan. I don't know. I'll probably take this closer here. Unless I see someone else. There's a right fielder, there's a project who's 24. A couple more starters. There's 2 closers, but I'm going to probably take the one who's 18. And then I'll take the one I'll take both. Why not? Let's take the one who is 23. And we're probably closing in. These are probably our last 2 picks. I will take the left fielder who's 24, who's a prod. No, I won't. I'm going to take the 20-year-old starting project. Wow. He currently has a 20 Ks per 9, but the walks and hits per 9 could be really good. So we'll take him. And then I'll take this other starter who's 21, who's a project. I think that's it for our draft. I think that was 10 picks for us. I don't know. Oh, no, we have more. And I guess I can take that left fielder. But I want to see what else is here, because I feel like that guy's never going to pan out. So this starter has great walks per 9. Won't have the highest potential. This guy looks really good. I'm going to take this guy, Gary Wesley. And, you know, he may only have a C potential, but he may be a good overall, and he could be close to the bigs, which isn't bad. And now we're out of picks. So 10 picks in the draft. Hopefully we do well on. We did well. We already did it. I think we got a lot of guys who I like who may not have the highest potential, but let's see. Oh, no ways, but this was a good draft. Kincaid has 89 potential. Look at the back. 63 durability, 43 fielding. He might be a DH. That bat's going to be amazing. 89 potential. Escobar's 85 potential. Jack of all trades, master number. That's 71 stamina. He's probably a reliever. Leone, 82 potential. Good walks per 9. So he's only 19. And then Trahan, 89 potential. He's 18 years old, 71 overall. That's a great pick. Weathers has 79 potential, but you know what? He's 69 overall. That could go up, and that's pretty nice. Another 89 with Erickson, this closer. And then this other closer has 84 potential, who's a 70 overall. We then got an 82 potential with Trotter. This starter who's a project, 11 strikeouts per 9. But good walks and hits per 9. 85 potential on Anthony Helms, another starter. And our last pick, unfortunately his potential is only 72, and he's not as high as an overall, is Wesley. But we got 10 picks, 8 Bs, including 3 89s and a 79 potential. So 8 Bs, 179 and a 72 potential, and several of these Bs can become As. We have 3 89s. Those could easily become A potentials. And there's some good overalls, like Kincaid's 73 overall, Trahan's 71 overall with that 89 potential, and Erickson's only a 61 overall. He's kind of a project, but that's an amazing draft. That's could be a franchise-altering draft. Kincaid could be like Tommy Berlin from that Kansas City franchise. He really could. Come on, all right, we just lost a shit ton of games. We're now under 500. We'll go to the All-Star break, and then I'll see. Yasiel Puig got traded for Joe Jimenez, Blake Hunt, and Aaron Sanchez. Vientos got traded. All right, we finished on a little bit of a winning streak. Let's see who made the All-Star team. I wonder if JoJo made the All-Star team. We're 5 games up on the division, by the way. So, not awards. All-Star voting. Ryan Weathers made it with that 2.66 ERA, a 1.18 WHIP, making $73,000 this year and next year. Who's this Eddie Nieves guy? He is a rookie who's been amazing. Let's see. James Norwood. Closers. Suzuki made it. And Busher. So we have 2 relievers. No catchers. Matt Olson made the All-Star game. 31 home runs already in Detroit. We have no second baseman. No third baseman. My boy Devers. Shortstops, we have none. Outfield, we have Lincoln made it. No, he's only hit 240, but he does have 33 stolen bases, only caught twice. His speed's only 73, but he has 90 stealing and 89 base running aggressiveness. Carlson made it with a 263 average, 339 on base, 21 home runs, and we locked him up long term. So that's pretty good. Take a look at top prospects. We have the number 5 prospect now in Pena. What's his name? The second baseman, I'm thinking of his name, just graduated. Escobar's up to 15. German's at 18. What else do we got? Lewis Red. He's moving up to 33. Nesbitt, who we got in a trade, he's at 35. Wiley is at 45. We have so many freaking prospects. Who's this Ricky Ferris guy? He looks good. He's only 19. And a starter who's only 19. Nothing crazy, but let's keep going. We'll go to the trade deadline, see where we're at that point, and then we'll make some moves if we need to. But I'm hoping we have a nice, comfortable lead by then. We'll see. The division's not strong. We just got swept by Houston. That's not good. Royals interested in a trade. We trade Ryan Weathers. Okay, you better wow me. We get starter Richard Huff. So we get Dick Huff, who's an A potential, 20 years old. Okay. A closer and Derek Ramsey, who's an A potential. And Jeremiah Jackson, who's a shortstop with B potential. Maybe if we were out of it, I'd consider it, but we're not. We are 4 games up in the division. The Astros are below 500. Let's take a look at the lineup. So there's Lincoln, Carlson, Schwindel not having a great year. Neither is Palka, Baum. No one's really hitting for average. How's Danny Curtis 284 with 9 home runs in the minors? And then there's also McGregor hitting 250 with 13 home runs. I think Schwindel will get hot. I'm not too worried about that. And we got him locked up this year next to Palka, 17 home runs. Let's take a look at the pitching and see what we're ranked at. Stuff. Weather's been amazing. Honeywell's been okay. Moon has been not great. JoJo's kind of come back down to earth. So we could maybe get another starter. I don't know. Walton's been all right as a long man. Bullpen, no one's been. Tarpley's been bad, but that's it. And I'm not too worried about him. Our budget is what, 24? 23? We're at 25. Okay. So if we move Palka, no, I'll keep Palka. He's a free agent, and then we'll call it McGregor. I'm not going to make any moves. I think we should be fine. So we're Astros are the closest team to us. We play them. We don't play them in August. Do we play them at all? We're done with Houston for the rest of the year, which is probably a good thing. Let's go through the series with the Yankees. See where we're at that point. We're going to go on a massive losing streak. I feel it. Ooh, we just swept the Yankees. And we're at Cleveland, at Tampa, at New York. Come on, this could be a big road trip. Let's see how we do. Angels interested in a trade. McGregor, Floyd, no. Even though he has great walks per 9, I like Floyd Inman as a reliever with 62 standard. I'm not giving it McGregor. He's our DH next year. That 40. He's Palka's spot next year. He's Palka's replacement. All right. Whoa! We just won 25-2 in a game. Benji went 4 for 6. Moran went 3 for 5. They had him batting third. Wow, that lineup all over the place. Baum went 4 for 6. Who hit home runs? Francis, Baum, Schwindel hit 2. Hurley hit 2. Wow. Let's go through this series in Texas. See where we're at that point. Come on. We just lost 27-5. That is bad. And we just got swept by Texas. We're now only a game and a half up on Texas. We were, 5.5 up, and then we just got swept in a 4-game series. We're 76-74, a half game up on Texas. We do play them again. Let's go to that series. Jeez. We're 2 up on them, 2 up on the Astros. We're at 2 games against Texas and 2 games against the Angels. We split. We won the division. We won the division already. Our run differential's negative, which means we were not a good team. But we won 82 games, enough to win the division. So what a joke. And last year, we won 83 games. We won 84 another year. We won 82 and won the division. Weathers was amazing. Honeywell did struggle. Moon, JoJo. So our rotation, other than Weathers, wasn't great. Bullpen, Busher was good. Munoz was good. Almanzar wasn't, but he's a young guy. I want him to continue to play. Tarpley struggled, which I'm shocked by that. And Suzuki wasn't his normal self in terms of ERA, but his whip was great. Let's take a look at the lineup. Lincoln, 269, 20 home runs, 52 stolen bases, only caught 5 times. Wow. Carlson, 259 average, but he hit 31 home runs, and we have him locked up for the next 3 years. So he's definitely a player for us. His WAR was probably like 4-ish, 3.7. Schwindel ended up hitting only 269 with 23 home runs compared to 36 home runs and 318 last year. Definitely a down year. We do have him next year for 3.5. We'll see if we'll bring him back. Palka definitely did not do what I thought he would do. Only 24 home runs. I was hoping he could maybe get up to 30 or so. But you know what? Enough there. Baum, 278 with 28 home runs. His potential went up. That's why I gave him that long-term deal, because I knew he could be a star. He might be close to that. Joey Bart, 258, 24 home runs. That's kind of what I was looking for at catcher. A guy who can hit me 20-plus home runs, and he did. Mauricio at short hit 275, 19 home runs, stole 13 bags, OPS of over 800, WAR 4.7, and he's a free agent, and he's up for arbitration, so we won't be able to keep him probably next year. Moran, he hit 272, 19 home runs, now an A potential, does play good defense, WAR 5. That's really good. He's under contract next year. And then Benji, not too bad. 252, 10 home runs, 20 stolen bases. His WAR was 0.2, so nothing crazy there. Let's take a look at awards. Soto, 283 with 51 home runs. Mancini got another MVP. He was 99 overall. There you go, Orioles fans. If you like Mancini, he's a 99 in this franchise. Barrios and Kikuchi got Cy Youngs. O'Hearn and Mancini got batting title. Bass and Newcomb, reliever. Sean Newcomb's a reliever in this? Oh. Rookie of the year was Nieves. Yeah, he was ridiculous. At 99 walks per 9. Remind me, guys, I need to get this guy. He has 99 walks per 9. We know how important that is. He's got 2 more years of contract renewable. We have the farm system to get Eddie Nieves. We're going to get him. Any awards for the A's? Franchi Cordero got Gold Glove and left. Now this goes the year he had prior years. We did not get any awards. But I don't care. We made the playoffs. We have a top 5 prospect in Pena. Like, I'd give up Pena for that guy. I'd give up any prospect for him. Escobar is at 16. I need to get that starter. So we have so many prospects. And like guys like McGregor aren't even on this, I don't think. Yeah, they're not. So that was a very good episode. We did the offseason. We did the regular season. We made the playoffs. Only won 82 games. We're going to be facing the Kansas City Royals in the playoffs to start next episode. If you guys did enjoy this, please drop a like. Subscribe if you are new. I will talk to y'all later, boys. Take it easy. Peace.